I think he's a great actor.
You love Tom Holland.
I love Tom Holland. I think he is a perfect Spider-Man. I did not like all his movies. I liked him featured in The Avengers. I thought he was great. I do not like his movies, but his movie with Andrew Garfield, with Tobey Maguire, I thought was fantastic. I'm like, okay, this is the Spider-Man I wanted. But part of me is going, okay, is it because you had so much of a nostalgia hit? Like, that's perfect.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, is it the nostalgia? Or I really like Tom Holland. I like him a lot. I think he's awesome. My issue is sometimes I'm like, I feel like the character that he's portraying as Peter Parker is just coming across as like just really like dumb or like almost like too young.
Yeah, I can get
and
that
stuff. Like I thought Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker was fucking awesome.
Yeah, you really liked. I didn't like him.
I loved Andrew Garfield.
Sorry, not that I didn't like him. If I was to rate the three, he'd be at the bottom of the list for me.
Just because, like, I feel like Andrew Garfield, like, I recall like Peter Parker being sort of like that awkward sort of like teen, and I thought Andrew Garfield did a really good job as that. But then I thought,
really, I thought he was really cool.
So you reckon?
Yeah, Toby nailed that role.
So
I thought Toby was awkward.
I feel like I liked Toby more as Spider-Man in the suit.
Oh, the suit was good.
Yeah, that Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit just be hitting incredibly different.
That was such a nice suit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Morokaii with two eyes. We are back. We're on every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. Now, Lee, can I ask you something?
Far away, mate.
Okay. What is one of your most beloved childhood characters? It could be anything.
I would have to say Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I don't know. He just did something for me.
Are you serious?
I didn't want Winnie the Pooh. I never really liked Piglet. I thought Piglet was a bit much. I think it was like pretty chill, but like he was like the cool one.
That's hit me out of left field. I thought you were
even like Blinky Bill.
I thought you were going to say Max Steel or something.
Max Steel was kind of cool as well. Oh no, just mate, a bit of Christopher Robin never hurt nobody, you know.
Okay, now. Sorry, just threw me.
It's all right, man.
I'll fix it up later. All right, so Tigger. Tigger's,
yeah, all right.
Okay.
He's a boy.
He's got some nostalgia vibes.
He does.
Okay.
Takes me back.
Now, if they were to recreate a movie, I'm sure they've already recreated a movie.
They probably have.
But let's say they were to recreate a movie today. It was going massive. They pumped it up.
Yep.
Right? They pumped it up. You're getting keen for it. They released the trailer. And the voice actor isn't
the same.
But not only that,
I hate that so much.
They've just chucked in whatever most popular celebrity they can just to
Chris Pratt.
That's where I'm going. I'm going with it.
No, it's me. Why didn't he say that in the trailer? By the way,
I mean they're trying to hype it up, but it's just Chris Pratt.
It did it, but I've got to say, fuck, the trailer looks pretty good.
Oh, definitely it
did. I was actually like blown away. I was like, this looks great.
Oh, no one's issue was with the trailer itself.
It's all about the voice.
Yeah, no, the trailer looked fantastic. It really looked good. But again, I'm not that into Mario. Don't get me wrong. I love the games.
Yeah.
The voice couldn't care less. But if it was something I love, let's say it was Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
I've fucking butchered him a few times.
Who?
Goku from Dragon Ball Z, like as in like live action.
Oh, in live action they have. Yeah. Oh, definitely. No, sorry. I thought you meant the voice. I was sitting there and I was like, no, he's done the voice for most of the games, everything. But you're right. I deliberately forgot about that movie. Why would you bring that back up?
I'm sorry.
You dick.
I just love how bad.
I'm mad now.
Do you love how bad Piccolo looked?
He looks shocking.
What the fuck have you done to Piccolo?
It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of my favourite shows of all time, and they butchered that. Oh,
they just don't quite right. I don't think they understand. No, they'd have to understand how big the audience is, though.
With stuff like that, I've always been confused. I've always thought that maybe they would throw in mega fans to ask questions.
Oh, you'd have to.
Like, why isn't on set there a mega fan who's like, no,
that's not right.
Goku would never do that.
What are you
Goku
doing?
would never act like. Why is Piccolo looking like that?
So, because obviously, yeah, you're right. So, are you video games and just like I suppose that from childhood to what it is now? They just don't seem to quite.
Well, it's more of this nostalgia hit, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah,
and we love the original, so a change is different. But what I'm getting at is Chris Pratt is there because you've brought in Chris Pratt.
Well, it's a
He's
big
huge.
name.
It's a massive
He's
name.
going to get you to watch the movie, more or less.
If the voice is just going to sound like Chris Pratt, obviously it's going to piss people off. Another example, I don't think it was too badly received. I don't know if you would know about this because I think you saw it. The Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu,
Yep.
had Ryan Reynolds.
I thought he did a pretty good job as Pikachu, just quietly.
Okay, so he did a good job. Right?
I personally thought so.
Before he did a good job, that him coming in is just to bring in a massive audience because it's him.
110%.
Someone like Groot, Vin Diesel is Groot. How the fuck does that make any sense?
Yeah, true. Well, mate, Bradley Cooper is fucking Rocket.
I can't hear Bradley Cooper in Rocket.
Yeah.
But Groot is so ridiculous that I forgot about that. So why would you need Vin Diesel? You have so much you have Chris Pratt. He's in everything.
He is, man. That's what I'm saying.
You have so many superstars. Why do you need Vin Diesel to voice act? I don't.
By the way, he doesn't really
confuse you?
doesn't have to say a lot.
Apparently, he said "I am Groot" over 500 times to get the right one. I think it might be more. I think I've lowered the amount. You don't need.
Could you
Vin
imagine?
Diesel.
Sorry, just getting to set, reading the script. It's like, you're right, Vin. Mate, you're up. He's like, I am Groot. It's like, mate, you've fucking done it. You have fucking done it, sir. That's it. One take. Chris, why can't you be more like Vin? It's just not that hard, mate.
Bro, why would you? Why wouldn't you get a professional voice actor? Or with the technology that's around, you don't need anyone. You could have had someone on. You could have got Chris Pratt to do it because they changed the voice in that so much.
Have.
If anyone can actually hear any Vin Diesel's voice in any way in Groot, you're lying. You're lying.
Well, Luke's going in.
Oh, but Chris Pratt as Mario. I sat there and I went, "That's Chris Pratt."
Yeah, no, you did. I didn't mind Jack Black as Bowser personally.
See, that one I didn't even know it was Jack Black for a bit.
Yeah, wow.
I thought he did pretty well. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. So he did all right. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
I don't know. I think it's more as well, like, because Chris Pratt, like, knowing that Chris Pratt is just full American.
Yeah.
He's playing like realistically like an Italian sort of. I was like, I don't know. I just don't know if I sort of like the fact that.
Well, I don't understand why you wouldn't just get the original voice actor or someone who is very similar.
Because I don't know. I feel like when he's like, "It's a me, Mario," he's gonna be like real, like just, and I'll be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like woohoo, like sort of thing. Like
yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah, you definitely need that that spark, but
authentic.
That authentic.
Well, speaking of, I suppose, let's say nostalgia in movies, one that I know you were super duper keen for, same as myself, and it was one of the things that you grew up loving, good friend.
Oh no.
The infamous Power Rangers movie. Because we saw that in cinemas.
Can you believe the cutscene is the only thing we liked?
The cuts, you know what really pissed me off? Because there's been like fair-made trailers.
Yep.
That look unreal, like, by the way, like absolutely fucking amazing, that I would love to get like properly greenlit.
Yep.
And like bought by like a proper big producer, like studio, like
run it
that way.
Let me just quickly find this for you. If anyone ever wants to find out an adult version, because I've always wanted an adult version of Power Rangers.
Same as like, is it something like White Dragon?
So it's Power Rangers unauthorized, and it's a bootleg universe. So it has 25 million views. It is so freaking cool. It is, if that was made into a proper, it's only 14 minutes. If that was made into a full 2-hour movie, would have absolutely loved it. Whatever they did with the new Power Ranger movie, butchered the hell out of it.
Because wasn't it like, from my vague memory, wasn't it like some like sort of, they found like stones? Like power crystals almost? Like,
it was all over the place.
Aye.
The worst part was
Zordon.
Rita. I hated Rita.
Yeah, I don't know what they did with her.
Goldar, he was literally made of gold.
Yeah, true.
It was one of my favorite things ever.
Rangers!
To have a proper Power Ranger movie, live action, I was so fucking excited. Do you know how much drama was on the original Power Rangers that I never knew as a kid? The blue Power Ranger Billy.
He got bullied so bad.
Bullied so badly. And he was
so
gay.
bad. Yeah.
He got bullied relentlessly.
I just remember thinking the Black Ranger was so fucking cool.
He was cool.
He had the dance moves, he had the flair, he had the swagger.
He did. Austin St. Jones, Red Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Went into gay porn.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go, look at him.
Yeah.
With Billy. I'm kidding.
He did that for a couple of videos and obviously stopped after that. I think the only one that's successful still is Tommy.
Yeah, the green Ranger, the original green Power Ranger.
David Frank. And the white, he's the White Ranger too. He returned as the Black Power Ranger in Dino Thunder.
Man, what can't that guy do? He even did UFC, didn't he? Like
he did.
Bellator, like one. Yeah,
yeah, he did do UFC. He's
what a boy.
He's the one everyone goes to. So it's hard when you love something so much, and then when you watch it recreated, you just go, "Oh, that's shocking." And you think back and you go, "Is that because like I loved it so much back then?"
Yeah, no, very true.
Or have they legitimately not understood? Like,
that's the funny thing though. Like nostalgia in itself is just such a funny, interesting thing. Because man, I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot like there was no fucking tomorrow. Crash Bandicoot gets remastered, 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm looking so forward to this. After I shit you not half an hour of playing, I was like, oh, it scratched the itch. But it just, I don't know, it just left me like a bit like,
Because when you compare it to games now, it's just...
And I feel like it was so, as a kid, like it was hard. But I could get through. As an adult, man, I was like, fuck, I do not remember this shit being so fucking difficult. This is fucking me up. Even something like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Amazing games on the PlayStation 1. Playing them again as a remaster on the PS4, PS5, I was like, Like, yeah, it's cool for about half an hour, but
it is that nostalgia.
Because it's the same, man, as like a Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2. Like, yeah, we want the remaster and all that, but we've seen them remaster COD 4, man.
Yep.
I fucking hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that so much.
I love it for a week, though.
Yeah, for the initial week, it was fun.
Exactly, because you got that nostalgia hit, but then it wears off.
Yeah, like real quick, man.
It does.
Nostalgia, it's a wonderful thing, but it just, yeah.
What's been your biggest nostalgia hit ever? I think my biggest was the latest Spider-Man movie.
Oh, it'd have to be the Spider-Man movie.
Doc Ock, Green Goblin.
But man, I really wish, and I regret it so much. I know that we've already done a podcast on spoilers in regards to movies. I wish that I never watched past the first trailer for that.
Yeah.
Because that reaction of seeing Doc Ock, I would have lost my fucking shit.
I would have too.
I would have just been like, oh, no fucking, like, nah, I cannot believe this is happening. Would have been so good. Would have been so much better. I'm glad that I've not watched any new trailer for Black Panther.
Yeah, good.
Granted, I know, like, I've seen fucking screenshots and shit because it's the internet.
That's the same. And I don't think it's a spoiler. It's not a spoiler because everyone's wanted it. But I would hear, so The Rock, who's Black Adam in the new coming movie, he'll mention something along the lines of Superman possibly being in it. And it's not even Superman's in it. It could be a line of like, oh, I'd love to see Superman go up against Black Adam one day. They have to. And then there's thousands and thousands of videos. Superman's going to be in the new Black Adam. Superman's going up against Black Adam. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, bro, calm down.
Well, that's like, I feel, granted, changing up again, Morokaii as per usual. Doctor Strange Multiverse, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We all were thinking like, fuck yeah, we're going to get like this person, this character. And all. My issue now with any Marvel movie, and I think by the looks of it, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. They're going like, oh, there's going to be so much shit. My issue is for any Marvel movie now is us as a fan base, like those real diehard ones, are hyping these movies up, expecting them to be 10 out of 10s. Expecting them to have this character, that character, this character. So then when the movie comes out, Doctor Strange, and it doesn't deliver with what they want, the movie's shit. The movie sucked. No, because I'm going to be honest, Doctor Strange Multiverse, I didn't mind it. I enjoyed it. But because of how much information and like how many videos and theories people are coming up with, I was expecting cameos. So much more than what it was.
I was told in multiple videos that there'd be about 50 cameos.
Yeah, same. I was told it's like Tom Cruise's Iron Man's going to be there, like all the, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be fucking incredible.
Yep.
And I left it being like, is that it?
Is that fucking it?
Like, really?
It's the same with She-Hulk at the moment. The whole lead up was Daredevil.
Yeah.
That was the entire lead up, but we didn't get Daredevil for 8 episodes. So 8 episodes just shitting on She-Hulk, and I'm also not going to give She-Hulk an out. It is shit.
Yeah.
But if there was no hype for Daredevil,
then I wouldn't be.
Would it be different? Would it be different?
I haven't even started watching it, man.
Don't. Just don't. just don't. But if we went to back to Power Rangers, right? Mighty Morphin, I remember as a kid, it was just the.
Have you
best
tried to
thing.
watch that just quickly, like back as if like you at
A couple episodes, yeah. And I love it.
I remember getting like halfway through like the first season, and I was sort of like, oh, the episode is in like how they do the episode is so copy paste.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's just always like, oh, here's a big bad villain. Can we beat him? Fuck no, we can't. Hang on a sec. Let's all get back to
Oh,
it.
definitely.
And all that. But it took me so long I was like, no, there's no way. Like, it's the same as what other show. Oh, I was watching the original Digimon.
Yep.
And again, each episode was the same fucking. And I was like, no, when does this shit stop? Like, come on. The fuck is this?
Yeah, that was good. That was what was good about Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was all over the place.
It really was, man.
It would throw you all the
Some
time.
episodes, the first episode of that is still fucked. That Yu-Gi-Oh's grandpa pretty much almost gets like technically murdered in the first episode purely because he won't give up a blue eyes white dragon to Kaiba.
Just go to the Caribbean market. There's plenty of them.
There's tons. There's so many. I miss the Caribbean market. Fuck, that was good times.
Man, on Power Rangers, what was your favourite ever season? Because I can go back now and I can watch Power Rangers in space and still enjoy it.
I would say, for me personally, Mighty Morphin was like always up there. I remember SPD really, really well.
Yep.
Like really well.
Mystic Force was based in Australia or New Zealand or something.
Yeah, see, I don't really...
But I never really watched it.
I don't really remember that. I know, I've heard so many good things about Power Rangers in space, but I don't recall it. It doesn't, like, snap with me. I remember was it the Power Rangers Turbocharged, the movie?
Oh, I love that movie.
Because that movie, man, I had that, my mate had that on VHS, and every time we went away, I reckon, no joke, man, we watched that at least 10 times.
I love the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the Ooze guy. What was that?
Yeah, no, I can't, I know, yes.
That was their suits, prime.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then because I hadn't watched Power Rangers in ages, man. I think I then got back into Power Rangers staying with you because you were watching Power Rangers Samurai and then Super Samurai.
Yeah, see.
Because then I picked it up, well, like, I started watching Samurai and I was like, this is fucking amazing. Like, I actually really enjoyed it.
Power Rangers Samurai actually had some story in it.
Yeah, and it was a good story. Like, actual, genuine, like, pretty good character development for what is just a kid's show.
Yeah, legit. Then the rest of them, I'll completely admit with you, are that same cut and paste kind of thing, and they're a bit too... they're definitely leading way towards the kids, which it is a kid show. I completely get that. So they're leading towards more the toys and the 10-year-olds. So it's not that great for watching it back for us, obviously. But yeah. Samurai actually wasn't.
Samurai was
bad.
pretty good. It was just the gold Samurai Ranger that was like selling like fish.
I didn't like him.
What the hell?
I did not like the gold Samurai.
I really liked the Green Ranger in Samurai, and I didn't mind the Red. The Blue Ranger. He had trouble. He was like swimming. He had like some swimming carnival. He's like, I can't be a ranger. I've got to swim. I've got to be a swimmer for like the Olympics or something like that. And they're like, no, you're a ranger.
Who was the samurai bloke that was, he had that awesome transformation and he was white with a red face. It's been so long since I watched it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so he was the original Red Ranger for Power Rangers Wild Force.
Okay.
Right. So... Did you know he and his roommate got into a fight with literally a samurai sword and he killed him? Or he stabbed him. He stabbed him with something and he got done for manslaughter.
Fucking
in a fight with his roommate.
That's fucked.
I know. I was like, what the hell? You would expect
I
that with
also
a Power
can't
Ranger.
believe Power Rangers wise, and credit to them both, but like those I can't even fucking remember their names now. This is
Bulk and Skull?
Yeah, dude, they're
legends.
They're still doing the exact same role in every single like thing that they've done in Power. Like their characters have never changed.
Absolute legends. Yeah.
Like they found what worked for them and they stuck at, and they haven't looked back since.
Yeah, and I know Bulk stayed with it the entire time. Skull, I think they got a new actor. I don't know if it was his son or what, because the guy looked exactly like him.
That's fucked.
The guy who replaced Skull looked dead on, same person. So I wonder if it was his son.
Could you imagine if it was?
Yeah, fuck, I miss Power Rangers.
Even like
Power
Tommy
Rangers
coming
so
back
good.
though, man. in like the later seasons, like an older Green Ranger. Like that stuff.
It's funny. Every time I look and see, because they did a reunion show, they did one where they all come back and they go to obviously like your Comic Cons, your Power Rangers, all that kind of stuff. It's fucking weird seeing them in their prime where, you know, Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin, they look good. Like, they were good-looking people. And now you see them now just all older and overweight, and it's just...
Isn't it funny as well with Power Rangers, like, and you really noticed it back in Mighty Morphin, how, like, each Ranger was... The Red Ranger was always in a red singlet.
Definitely.
Tommy was always in a green singlet. The Blue Ranger, Billy, was always in, like, a blue T-shirt.
Yep.
Kimberly, always... Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, like...
When they started it, too, I mean, Kimberly, a white girl... Then you had Trini, the Yellow Ranger, Chinese. Then you had the Black Ranger. He was black. The Red Ranger was, I think he was part Indian.
Yeah, okay.
I could be wrong there. No, okay. But there's a whole joke going around that the first series
was actually somewhat racist.
Well, in a way, because they were so set for their colours.
Well, that's like, man, if you really go back, watching the original Puppet Thunderbirds... That show is so incredibly racist.
Oh, really?
It is so bad.
Oh, man.
Like, it's so bad. Again, that's coming from, like, what, 1960s, 70s? So does
it piss you off when you see those videos that, let's say, American Pie, an old Family Guy video, where they obviously were racist? Like,
most definitely.
People didn't get as offended back then, right?
And now it's brought into the spotlight.
Yeah, is that weird when you see Facebook posts like, I feel like people are going nuts over this American Pie scene that's completely racist? It's like, it was in 2000 and fucking
That's what I mean. Like, the world's come so far. Like, I guess, you know, like, everything changes, right? So, like, that was, granted, I guess it wasn't okay for that time, but, like, the care factor as such just wasn't... People are like, that's funny, like, whatever. Whereas now, not funny.
Oh.
Sort of thing like that. But you've got to understand, we as a world, as a population and all that, we were chill back then. Like, we were at ease. We were like, oh, it's a cheap laugh. Like, yeah, it's like, you know, it's not culturally correct or politically correct, but whatever. Whereas now, if you're not politically correct, mate, fucking good luck to you.
Yeah, career's gone, everything.
Oh,
it could be the same. You never know. Tomorrow, there could be a mass murderer who has a mustache and he goes on a complete bender. What have you got there, bad boy? You've got a mustache. So,
microphone.
So, what would happen if having a mustache is the new thing where it's like he's
killed someone.
Yeah. Well, you have the same mindset as this guy. That's what your mustache is about you. And then people go back 10 years and go, he's got a mustache in that video as well.
Hang on a sec, what's going on here?
Facebook, just a lad Bible post. Yeah. Lee from Morokaii had a mustache all through episodes 1 to 90. Is he a murderer?
Yeah,
we don't know.
Legitimately though, like, did a few questionable things. You can just see like the media's coming to my house. The fuck off my lawn. He's definitely killed someone. He's done it. He has. That's the footage that we needed, mate.
Oh God.
Yeah,
that's so nostalgia hits are something different because I didn't like most of the I didn't like most of the Spider-Man movies. I love the new Spider-Man. I think he's a great actor.
You love Tom Holland.
I love Tom Holland. I think he is a perfect Spider-Man. I did not like all his movies. I liked him featured in The Avengers. I thought he was great. I do not like his movies, but his movie with Andrew Garfield, with Tobey Maguire, I thought was fantastic. I'm like, okay, this is the Spider-Man I wanted. But part of me is going, okay, is it because you had so much of a nostalgia hit? Like, that's perfect?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, is it the nostalgia? Or I really like Tom Holland. I like him a lot. I think he's awesome. My issue is sometimes I'm like, I feel like the character that he's portraying as Peter Parker is just coming across as like just really like dumb or like almost like too young.
Yeah, I can get that.
Stuff like I thought Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker was fucking awesome.
Yeah, you really liked. I didn't like him.
I loved Andrew Garfield.
Sorry, not that I didn't like him. If I was to rate the 3, he'd be at the bottom of the list for me.
Just because, like, I feel like Andrew Garfield, like, I recall like Peter Parker being sort of like that awkward sort of like teen, and I thought Andrew Garfield did a really good job as that. But then I thought...
Really? I thought he was really cool.
So, you reckon?
Yeah, Toby nailed that role.
So,
I thought Toby was awkward.
I feel like I liked Toby more as Spider-Man in the suit.
Oh, the suit was good.
Yeah, that Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit just be hitting incredibly different.
That was such a nice suit. Well, I think with the Spider-Man movies that were current with Tom Holland, I liked Vulture's suit. I didn't like the storyline with Vulture. It didn't grip me in any way.
Yeah, fair call.
And I really didn't like with Mysterio.
See, I like the Mysterio character, but I don't know if I like how it was.
The characters. I don't like how it's been done.
And again, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is an amazing actor, by the way. I like him a lot.
He is great.
And all that. But yeah, I don't know. I was just be like, and then obviously bringing J. Jonah Jameson back, I was like, holy shit.
That was fantastic.
That was fucking unreal.
Brilliant move. And what was one of the, before we go, what was the other movie he had? What was the other villain? You had the Vulture, you had Mysterion.
Didn't he have like Shocker, like vaguely? With like the arms in like the first movie? Like it wasn't technically the Shocker, but like Shocker.
I can't remember. But Far From Home.
Because Shocker Prowler, which is Donald Glover. And he's the uncle of Miles Morales.
Oh, yep.
As well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Miles Morales movie.
Same.
That'll be really good.
Same. So bad.
Yep.
So bad. I really want that. I'm trying to think. In the Mysterio movie, he fought, I suppose, like the Aqua Fire, something, Aqua, whatever, and the tornado thing.
Yeah, I'll quickly search.
But I know are villains like in the actual Spider-Man like comic book series. And in Spider-Man 3, it was weird because like Sandman came back who like... Oh, that was actually one of the biggest like things for Andrew, like for like the final Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. Was just so many villains that he's just like, but you've never ever seen Jamie Foxx's Shocker.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is he in the movie? But I'm so glad that they made the Shocker look 10 times... No, Electro? Yeah, Electro, sorry. They made Jamie Foxx's Electro look like 10 times better than what it was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 because that was fucking terrible.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was fantastic.
Holy shit, that was a really good fucking movie. I really like the art style as well for that.
I did too. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. That was Morokaii with 2 eyes, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.